Hello, welcome once again. This is Seewing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network, and welcome to today's episode, Government's Best Kept Secret, Government VA Veteran Affairs Foreclosures. All right, so before I begin, this presentation is not going to be that long, but the complete slideshow will be available for your extended viewing after you view this video. So the slideshow will be in the body of this YouTube description below. So later on, you can digest the more details associated with this unique real estate investing program, right? So suffice to say, this is a very exciting opportunity for those of you out there who qualify. Regardless of where you live in the country, you will have the ability to take advantage of this program, assuming you're qualified. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you the qualification requirement and also your own unique dedication and commitment to potentially participate in this program. One more thing is I'm going to ask you toward the end of this video is for you to, if you see value on this presentation, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also one final thing is for you to put your email into our website newsletter below. So you will receive free real estate investing newsletter on a weekly basis, talk about many aspects of turnkey on-estate passive investing opportunities for members out there, for the members of our investment club. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and share my screen. Here we are. Once again, it's a best kept secret out there. There's no one else out there have this kind of expertise other than myself. So I've been doing this for several decades. I'm a U.S. Army retiree, 20 years of active service. I retired more than 20 years ago. And for the past 20 years, since my military retirement, I own my own real estate investment company where we have at least more than 1,000 dedicated members in our investment club, if you will. Without further ado, let's go over this very unique program that are not available out there, that are not in the mainstream media. But if you qualify, you have opportunity to take advantage of this unique program to create real estate wealth for yourself. Your only couple of requirements, one of them is you must have at least 1 year of real estate investing experience as documented on your federal tax return. That's one requirement. Obviously, the other requirement that you have good credit, you qualify to get investment loans, to get financing. And finally, if you are willing to pay me a one-time fee of $1,977 per property closing successfully, it's important for us to work together because working through this government bureaucracy is not that easy because of my unique expertise. You need my guidance, hand-holding, consulting, mentorship in order to make this program work for you. And the other great value associated with this program is all you need is 5% down payment using this specialized loans, the Bendy financing for real estate investors. You do not have to be a military member in any way whatsoever. You could be any real estate investors out there regardless of where you live, you can participate in this program. Assuming, obviously, you are extremely motivated, you see the value, you're willing to work together as a team, and you're dedicated, you're committed to the whole process. And because this kind of program, this weekly availability of VA foreclosure properties created in various parts of the country, they are very competitive. They are very high quality properties. Each property typically we're getting multiple offers, 5 to 10 offers, typically per good property in a good neighborhood in a particular part of the country. And you will have to know how to bid, and oftentimes you have to bid above the list price. But anyway, tremendous value of the program, 5% down without any PMI. Again, you can look at my slideshow at the body of this YouTube description to find more details. But now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this video. I'm just going to go through the highlights. So today's investment opportunity is located in Phenix City, Alabama, which is across the border from U.S. Army Fort Benning, Georgia, which is 15 miles away. So this is a very good area, excellent rental market. And this property is amazing. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot. It has a nice backyard and is located in a very good cookie cutter suburban neighborhood in this unique part of the country. On a historical basis, like I said, this area has been renting very well. It has 2% vacancy. A lot of the renters are active duty soldiers from nearby U.S. Army Fort Benning, which they train you would become an airborne ranger. You're in an airborne school located in Fort Benning for many years. I personally never been here, Fort Benning, but I have a lot of friends when I was in active duty that graduated from the airborne school located in the U.S. Army Fort Benning, which is located in Columbia, Georgia, across the way. All right, so the internal, or this is a VA foreclosure property, meaning this property has been foreclosed that were at one time that were purchased by a veteran of the U.S. military with 0% down VA loan. Veterans are fair loan. And I'm not going to go over my background. Suffice to say that I own many investment properties throughout the country for several decades. And I know about VA foreclosures and obtain VA loans and all the whole 9 yards. That's my expertise. I've purchased many loan properties through 0% down VA loans for regular properties, primary homes and house hacking, all those kind of things. Anyway, so I'm very well versed in this VA foreclosure program. It's very unique. Okay, let's go on with this property. The pictures are not that clear, but internally, the property is very nice done. All you'll need is approximately several $1,000s of cosmetic repairs. That's all you need to make this property turnkey and rent ready. One more thing, we have a total turnkey professional property management on the ground to help you once you close escrow, and the rental market is very strong. You should have very little problems to find a renter out there. Most of the renters are active duty soldiers. They make the best renters in the world based on my personal experience. And they could pay you a rent around $1,700 to $1,800 monthly to rent this particular house. All right. So let's continue on with this slideshow. All right. So I took the liberty each time I do my research. By the way, I have a good understanding of all the various sub-markets in the U.S. Not only I own multiple properties in many locations in the U.S. During my active duty years, I was stationed at many locations throughout the U.S. So if I do not have a first-hand knowledge of the neighborhood, I have a good high-level understanding of the particular neighborhood in which I'm representing the properties for you on a weekly basis. And this property are no exception. And there are more. I just pick the cream of the crop. I do my unique research and due diligence. I did 95% of the research and due diligence. All you have to do is trust me in my background, in my honesty, and my integrity, and my experience to help you buy this property quick, make offers, outbid others, and close escrow, and find the property management, find the rehab team, find the inspection team. And when you close escrow, you're going to get a very successful long-term investors and buy in the whole long-term on these unique properties, and your returns are very attractive. So this rental meter I use to go over the comp within the neighborhood is a 2-mile radius. What I've seen, I've seen 23 single-family homes that are rented in this neighborhood, and the average rent is anywhere from $1,700 to $1,800. So the numbers make sense to me. So as you can see, I look at a $1,600 property in this similar square footage, and is rented for $1,800 in a nearby comp, right? So I feel comfortable with this gross monthly rent, and that's why I'm presenting this property to out there. This kind of property gets sold very quick. It requires a whole bunch of urgency, deadlines to make offers, to close escrow, and the whole details of it. These kind of properties are very highly desirable and rents very well. Like I said, these are great buy and hold. I took the liberty of creating a cash flow analysis, pro forma, if you will, So just pay attention. From high level, these numbers are just estimate. They are not official. So you have to trust but verify the numbers. But all I can do is do my best estimates based on my knowledge of this neighborhood and this property. Otherwise, I would not present this. So this property is 1351 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, built in 2006. So it's a pretty new property in a very good, desirable neighborhood. It's listed at $202,500 by the Department of Veteran Affairs, Department of VA, and they are the seller. All right. And they have a VA listing agent on the ground to help you facilitate and make offer on this kind of property. But they cannot help you in any other way. I myself can only help you in terms of look at the, do the research and due diligence with the neighborhood, with the area, the long-term opportunity in this market. Right. So anyway, so you put 5% down using a monthly financing is a very desirable 30-year fixed rate mortgage that you as a real estate investor, wherever you are from anywhere in the country, you can qualify. This low rate is lower than the traditional Fannie Mae lending guidelines for any primary homeowners out there. So the rate is less than a typical traditional investment loan for primary home buyers or investors for that matter. It's a very unique loan program. It's a vending financing. I don't know how they come up with the name, but that's the technical name. But you get an interest rate, as you can see, at today's rate is 6.2%. Today is 26 April. But the traditional investment loan rate for people with good credit, if you look at on any kind of internet, you will see that today's rate is around 6.6% on a traditional financing of a regular property. But since this is a unique niche product and everything is very unique, the mainstream media are not purview to this type of real estate investing. So anyway, having said that, you're getting a very good rate, lower rate at 6.2%. Without PMI, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. How cool is that? So you 5% down payment, plus your closing costs, for rent, plus the estimated rehab costs out of your pocket. So total will be approximately $20,000 totally out of your pocket to leverage an amazing, great value add property for around $200,000. That's the power of leverage. Real estate investing. You make money in 5 different ways. I'll talk about it briefly after this presentation, very briefly before we conclude. But suffice to say, no other real estate, no other asset class out there historically, you can get leverage. You could only put down 20 grand just to earn your money on a $200,000 property. That's amazing leverage. And the monthly rent is very attractive, around $1,800. If you minus the vacancy factor, minus the monthly taxes, monthly insurance, property management fee, most of you could use the professional property management in this location. So you can become a turnkey, passive, remote investor that I know you can, regardless of where you live in the country, you can successfully consummate this type of a program. As long as you work with someone like myself who's trustworthy, who understands the system, go through all the federal bureaucracy that you may have to run into. If you were to do it yourself, can you do it? Technically, yes, you can do it yourself, but I find it very rare where you can maneuver through this via foreclosure vending financing system all by yourself. That would be very highly unlikely unless you work with a mentor, with a consultant like myself for a very modest fee, as I indicated earlier upon this presentation. At the end of the day, your monthly debt service, monthly gross rent, estimated $1,800 minus all your monthly debt service, your taxes, insurance, property management fee, and the mortgage payment you're paying, which is $1,170. At the end of the day, that's the key is you can labor the cash flow. That's all you can expect. $128 positive monthly cash flow, at least for the first year. So these numeric metrics, trust me, it should be your expectation, because you ordinarily, when you buy investment property, you will buy with typically around 20 to 25% down payment. But the value add of this property is such that you're only paying 5% down plus closing costs, plus a little bit of rehab money out of your pocket. This is tremendous value add that you cannot even compare to a regular real estate investment purchase. Does that make sense? Do you agree? I hope you are, right? This is just the first year projection, okay? I mean, if you calculate the 5 to 10 year projection, You could be mind-boggled or the ways you can make money on any kind of property. So you buy this property long-term, buy in whole, and I will briefly share with you about the 5 ways you can make money on an income property. And they are cash flow, passive income. You could have the ability to raise your rent every year to in alignment with inflation. So each time you raise your rent aggressively over time, your cash flow is going to get better and better. Besides, your tenant can pay down your 30-year fixed rate mortgage for you. So your debt service going to be paid down systematically year over year. So you can have a lot of equity and of course appreciation long term on real estate asset class, anywhere from 3 to 5% or more, depending on the dynamics of the real estate cycle. You get also an amazing amount of tax benefit. I don't even have the time of the day to share with you the numerous tax savings you can obtain by owning a income property, appreciation, equity growth. So that is totally amazing. I'm not going to go any further. Like I said, you could digest the slideshow on your own. There are many other details about this program. You can read about it. The next step is for those of you who are really see the value of this program, see the where I have to contact me. My information is below you. Reach out to me. So we do an initial complimentary consultation for 15-20 minutes to determine whether you qualify this program. If you qualify for this program, but then we could potentially consummate a contract obligation. I will become your mentor, guidance counselor to walk you through the entire process remotely, passively, and successfully. All right. That's all I have to say. Again, this kind of properties, they get sold very quickly. You are competing against primary homeowners in the local area. You're competing against other investors that are just as savvy as you from other part of the country. This type of property are available in a multiple listing service, very highly desirable. You can see multiple offers and bidding wars, but I know this kind of system. I can help you overbid. I can help you bid better than other people. That's the value what I provide. So if you can buy one or more of these kind of properties, then over time, then you could be setting pretty. All right. Thank you so much for your time. This is Seewing, and hopefully you'll receive value in this book, in this presentation. If so, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive a whole bunch of great investment information about housing market and real estate investing, and also to learn more about how I can help you. Thank you so much. This is Seewing. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.